Hey everyone, welcome to another video, and of course today is my top 10, if you will. It's not exactly a top 10, it's just 10 fragrances that I know I'm going to be wearing more and looking forward to wearing more in the springtime of 2022. Now this is, before we get on, this is my list. It's no one else's. I'm not copying anybody else, nobody else is online. In fact, I doubt that anybody will do a list like this one for 2022 spring. So before we get on, there's one honourable mention, and this one is my signature scent. It suits spring perfectly, both spring and summer, but certainly spring. Has a bit of a herbal touch to it as well, and I like wearing more than my herbal sort of fragrances in the spring. But this one, original 1881 by Cerruti, but it's honourable mention because I wear it all year round. It's my signature scent. I wear this at least a couple of times a week, and I get through many bottles of these throughout the year. So that's my honourable mention, just for that reason. But of course it could be really high on the list if I was making a top 10, but I would still leave it out because this is my signature scent. So we have a mix of classics, we have a mix of modern, we have some niche, some designer, some more expensive, some cheap. So there's a whole range in this 10. So yeah, let's get into it. Now I'm not going to pull out in any order whatsoever. I've got a box full of my 10 colognes, and I'm just going to pull them out as random because there is no order in this video. So this one is sticking out the top because it's in its box and its sleeve. And this one is Versace the Dreamer. Now again, I wear this pretty much all year round. However, it does, for me, suit more spring. So I wear all fragrances all year round really, but these ones I'm going to be wearing a bit more. This is my sort of dumb reach when I can't decide, because when you have so many, you sometimes just can't decide what you want to wear. Then I'll just grab this. It's fresh. It's like citrusy, but it's a bit sort of syrupy. It's got not syrupy sweet, but there's a sweetness to it, with for me a dominant sort of a chocolatey patchouli with that citrus kind of mix to it. For me, I've picked these because their smells suit spring for me and my tastes. And this one, most people have probably smelt this one, but Cidrat Basway, whatever, is a first choice. Next, now this is one from Guerlain, one of my favourite, if not my favourite house. And this one is a Habit Rouge, but this is the low version. It's basically a lightened up, fresher version. There's a more hint of a citrus in this, with the hint of the original in the backbone, the background. But it's basically a light vanilla, but overwashed by a lot of citrus. Oh, fresh, clean in your face, sort of very fresh, clean citruses. Oh, really nice with that sort of backbone and DNA of the original, but toned down, more of just like a sort of vanilla. Very nice, and with that vanilla and then the citruses, I think this is a nice combo for spring. So yeah, Habit Rouge Low by Guerlain. This one, not long reviewed it I think. This one is Prada Black, is it? Yeah, Carbon, sorry. Prada Carbon. This one has, yeah, it's got the DNA of Dior Sauvage, but really cleaned up and freshened up, and hasn't got that sort of bitey synthetic side to it, and just really in Prada style, cleaned up, freshened, but still got that sort of DNA scent of Dior Sauvage. Love this one much more, and a great one I think for spring. It has some good longevity and projection on my skin, and I think that the scent overall smells really nice for the springtime. So Prada Carbon. Okay, diving in, this one from Dolce Gabbana, and this one is the original Dolce Gabbana Pour Homme. Great smelling for spring. It's got some light citruses. Yeah, it's got a backbone of a woody, slightly vanilla-y backbone and some spices. So hence why it's on the spring list. A little too heavy for me for the high heat, but it's got a powdery side to it as well. Very nice for the spring. It's sort of setting you up for the summer. You know, you get that. It's still got like a nice warmth to it, but it's got a wash of citruses reminding you that summer's coming as well. So perfect for me in the spring. This one, Dolce Gabbana Pour Homme, the original Eau de Toilette. Okay, next, yes, this one, proper dad scent. This is spring in a bottle for me. It's very green, and this one is Paco Rabanne Pour Homme. A very green, slightly sweet take on a barbershop scent. So I smell this and I think dad, not my dad, but as a dad scent. It's barbershop through and through. It's again green, slightly sweet, with a slightly powdery edge to it. Herbal, very nice, and a true classic, and a very nice smelling scent. That's why it's still around today. I think it came out in the 70s, I believe. So it's doing well. It's still selling well, and I did have the aftershave splash for this as well, which I've not long finished. But very nice stuff, and it can be got at a very good price as well. So Paco Rabanne Pour Homme. Next is an expensive designer, and this one is Chanel's Allure Homme, the original Eau de Toilette. Now this is today's juice. Is it as good as it used to be? No. It smells a little, dare I say it, a little cheaper and a little watered down, but it still smells good. You know, it's got it is an allure inside. It's got lovely alluring vanilla, sort of spices and citrus mix. It's got like it's like a vanilla and tonka bean, woody, and citruses all mixed together. Real nice. Again, a little too much in the high heat for me, hence why again I really enjoy this one much more in the spring. As you can see, I've been getting down this a fair bit. I haven't had it that long, and I've been wearing this a bit for work, I will admit. So Chanel's Allure Homme Eau de Toilette, a real nice one for the spring. Okay, I can tell by the feel of the bottle. This one, probably my number one when it comes to niche, alongside the Serge Laton Shiggy. It sort of drops in and out of the number one spot. And this one from the Maison Francis Kurkdjian line, and this one is Apon. Now I haven't got much left. I will probably use this year, and then it's gone, because I'm not paying the prices that they're asking for it now. I purchased this one £85, and they're looking about 145, 150 now for a bottle. I'm not paying it. But once this one's gone, it's gone, and it'll be a shame because it's my favourite, one in and out of my favourites niche. This one is just a fresh orange blossom, but darkened down with a resinous amber. And this, put it basically, that's what it is: a resinous amber, just lightened up just slightly with this slightly sweet orange blossom, and it's amazing. It really is. It pushes off my skin. It really reacts with my skin really well. It smells absolutely gorgeous, in my opinion. Very unisex, straight unisex for me. Some people think this is a feminine. I don't think it's feminine. I don't think it's masculine either. So it's right down the middle. But I absolutely adore this. And again, I reckon I'm gonna finish this this year in 2022, and it'll be a sad time when it goes. But Allure Homme, Apon Pour Homme for spring. Okay, oh yeah, my little 30ml bottle, although I do have 125ml refill for this, and I'm on this sort of now second refill, and this one is the Eau de Toilette, the original version of Terre de Hermès. You see there. We all know what Terre de Hermès smells like for the most part, most of us. it's a very blood orange, and the peel of blood orange peel, very much in your face, very strong, but with a dirtiness, with a dirty vetiver kind of feel to it. It isn't dirty, but it's like a darker, dirtier vetiver in this, mixed with that nice, strong, slightly sweet, fresh orange peel, if you want to call it that. But a blood orange, which is generally much stronger of a smell. Very, very nice. Now I do prefer the Eau de, or not the Eau de Parfum, the actual Parfum version. But until I've used this up, I'm not going to buy it. I'm going to use this up and its refill, and then I will purchase the Parfum version, because that's what I prefer. But this one is still nice. It's probably more suited for the spring than the Parfum version, and I do like this one. Men tend to like this one more than women. It tends to be more favoured from men to wear for themselves. Very nice all the same. So Terre de Hermes by Hermes for another one for my spring list. Okay, I don't know what this is from the bottle, and this one is from L'Artisan Parfumé, and this one is Mon Numero number 9. Mon Numero number 9, if you'll see that there. Okay, this one, very clean, fresh smell or scent. More dominant on a fresh vetiver, not like the last one, which is more like a dirty vetiver. This one is more like a fresh vetiver, a fresh roots. So it doesn't smell grassy, but it smells like the roots of vetiver, but fresh. So it's, I'd say, think Mugler cologne in its sort of soapy freshness, but if you added more of a slightly earthy but clean vetiver to it, and ramp that up, that's what this sort of smells like. Very nice, easy to wear, fresh. I'd say maybe a little soapy and a little grassy, but overall more of like a clean citrus, with a slightly woody vetiver, fresh backbone. Very nice. Don't wear it that much. It has got more of a formal feel to it, but I do wear it more in the spring. So yeah, Mon Numero number 9 is I think you say it, from L'Artisan Parfumé. Okay, again, know this one by the feel of the bottle. This one from Versace, and this one is the Dreamer. So the Dreamer has a nice, fresh, slightly powdery lavender sort of feel to it, with a sort of dry tobacco edge to it. It's more about the clean freshness and slightly powdery lavender-like feel, but it does hint with this sort of dryness coming from it, like a dry tobacco kind of smell. Very nice, and the name does say it all has got like a dreamy feel to it. Very nice. Again, it's as good as it used to be now. It's a bit weaker than it used to be, but you know what, it is what it is. But I really do enjoy it, and nice one for the spring in my opinion. So Versace the Dreamer. Okay, last one. This one, I haven't had it that long, maybe 6 months or so, but really like this one. It's got an old school feel to it. This one is Pour Louis by Oscar de la Renta. This is the Eau de Toilette. This one, an old school feel, but it's lightened up. It's a bit fresher, and it's more, dare I say, it is actually got more of herbal feel to it. As you can see, there's a lot of like herbal style in this list. Fragrances with a lot more herbals in the forefront, and this one certainly is one of those. It's got an old school vibe to it, but very, very much pushes through a lot of herbs. Real nice for the spring, in my opinion. It's not too heavy, it's not too light, and it's got a lovely herbal feel of it in the air. Very, very nice for the spring for me. And so Oscar de la Renta Pour Louis de Toilette is the last one for me for spring. So that's my list, ladies and gents. I hope you find this one a little different from a lot of other people's. I'm not saying they're good or bad lists. I watch everybody and I enjoy everybody's content, but I like to try and make things a little different and just be different in general. I don't tend to buy a lot of things that everybody else buys. I tend to try and try other fragrances that not everyone talks about, and hopefully that resembles in this list a little bit. So thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the video. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and subscribe if you haven't already. Any comments, leave them in the comment section. I'll answer you as soon as I can, and hopefully I'll see you again soon on another video.